Assalamu alaikum, guys. You know, after studying so much, we often forget the things and do not retain longer. Here I have come up with a series of lectures which will make the learning fun, and I promise you will remember the things forever. So, here I come up with the first lecture, that is a classification of anti-cancer drugs. So, I will not go into the details of anti-cancer drugs. I will take up certain categories of drugs. The first category of drugs that I'm talking about is alkylating agents. Alkylating agents. Alkylating agents. This comes under the cytotoxic drugs. So, the first category, alkylating agents. And before going further, I will tell you a story. There was a politician, and we say politician neta in Hindi. So neta, he loved the children very much. उसको बच्चों के साथ बहुत प्यार था, and he had promised children to give colorful bicycles. Colorful bicycles. Okay. So there was a neta. He had promised children to give them colorful bicycles, but unfortunately, this neta died, and he became late. He became late. This neta, who had promised children to give them colorful bicycles, unfortunately this became late, and even he became late. After that, the children were asking for the bicycles, and they were saying the late neta must give us colorful bicycles. Okay, this is the trick to remember the alkylating agents. Remember, there was a neta, there was a politician who loved the children very much, and he had promised the children to give colorful bicycles, but unfortunately he became late. And उसके बावजूद भी बच्चे क्या कहते थे, उनका ये नेरेटिव था कि लेट नेता जो है वो हमें कलरफुल बाइसिकल्स देगा. So लेट नेता must give us colorful bicycles. This is the trick to remember alkylating agents. So what is late? It is alkylating agents. Alkylating agents. So late and alkylating agents. Neta and must. It is nitrogen mustards. Okay, late is alkylating agents, neta, and must is nitrogen mustards. Fine. Give is nothing, u is nothing, colorful is chlorambucil. Chlorambucil. Okay, and cycle is cyclophosphamide. Phosphamide. So there was a neta who had promised her children to give them colorful bicycles, but even after his death and he became late, जब वो मर गया and late बन गया, तब भी बच्चे क्या बोलते थे, late में नेता must give us colorful bicycles, because उसने promise किया था, तो he must give us colorful bicycles. So chlorambucil, colorful chlorambucil is an alkylating agent, right? Cyclophosphamide, derived from cycle, is an alkylating agent, and here I talked about the nitrogen mustards. It is a category in the alkylating agents which includes chlorambucil and cyclophosphamide. And when they didn't get these colorful bicycles, they got a bus. They together got a bus. Remember this thing. After failing to get after failing to get colorful bicycles, they got a bus, right? And bus is busulfan. So आफ्टर फेलिंग टू गेट कलरफुल बाइसिकल्स, उनको जब कलरफुल बाइसिकल्स नहीं मिले एंड उनको फिर एक बस दी गई, एंड दिस इज ब्यूसल्फान, एंड दिस इज include in the category of alkyl sulfonates. So what I said, in the alkylating agents there's a group that is nitrogen mustards, which includes chlorambucil and cyclophosphamide. Fine. And there is another alkylating agent, that is busulfan, that is included in the alkyl sulfonates. Now second, I will be talking about the antimetabolites. Antimetabolites, this is also anti-cancer category of drugs. So what is included in antimetabolites? You know, there is a site अरब, जो अरब की जगह है, यानी कि साइट, जगह को साइट बोलते हैं, वी कॉल अ प्लेस साइट. सो अरब इज अ साइट, एंड इन अरब देयर वाज अ myth इन अरब. क्या मिथ था? व्हाट वाज द मिथ? एंटी मीट मिथ. एंटी मीट, यानी कि there's a myth in the world that inside Arab, the boys and girls are not allowed to meet, and this is called as the I call it anti meat myth. So remember, there's the anti meat myth, anti meat myth in site Arab. क्या है साइट अरबिया जो है, उसमें एक मिथ है, यानी कि there's a common myth in the world that boys and girls, the opposite genders, are not allowed to meet. That is anti-meat. So what is anti-meat? This is anti-metabolites. What is myth? This is methotrexate. What is site Arab? This is cytarabine. Okay, so you have to remember this line. There's an anti-meat myth inside Arab, and here goes like anti-metabolites, methotrexate myth, and site Arab is cytarabine. So cytarabine and methotrexate are included in anti-metabolites. Fine. And also there is other group of anti-cancer drugs. It is anti-tumor antibiotics. So anti-tumor antibiotics is ATA. So what we see common in the anti-tumor antibiotics, we see a sin, CIN, guna. So the drugs are doxorubicin, donorubicin, bleomycin. So what we see common in the anti-tumor antibiotics, both end up in the sin. The drugs end up in the sin: doxorubicin, daunorubicin, bleomycin. So all the drugs all the three drugs that that end up in the sin are anti-tumor antibiotics. And so it is sin to eat atta, remember like this. Or remember, the anti-tumor antibiotics end up in sin. Fine. So you have to remember a story that children were asking for the colorful bicycles. So there was a late Neta who had promised them to give colorful bicycles, and unfortunately he died. So uh, they were saying late Neta must give us colorful bicycles, and when they failed to get these bicycles, they got the bus. Okay. There is site anti meat myth inside Arab. Fine. Anti meat myth inside Arab. So there's a myth in the world that inside Arabia, uh, the people of the opposite gender are not allowed to meet. Fine. Third group is anti-tumor antibiotics. It ends with sin. Okay. This is these were some of the categories of anti-cancer drugs which you will remember forever by remembering these three lines or these three stories. The first story goes like, late Neta must give us colorful bicycles, anti-meat myth inside Arab, anti-tumor antibiotics. Fine, they end up in sin. Hope you will enjoy this video, and you will subscribe my channel so that I will get the boosts and encouragement to post videos. And God bless you. Thank you.